Oh, come on. Alright. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Durarara here, the Insane Game Freak, here to bring you Durarara Season 2, Part 2, Episode 5 or 6. I'm not totally sure which. This episode was very interesting because it's probably the most backstory information we got on Ruri since the beginning of second season, which hasn't really been much. The only thing we really know about Ruri is that in the beginning all we knew is that she was some type of monster, which the only thing about her that's really abnormal is the fact that she can heal herself. This episode for the most part kind of expands on her, and on top of why Adabayashi knows as much information as he does and where he's getting it from. Which now brings up the question, is he getting the information from the dollars, or is he getting the information from Yodo Giri, who's getting the information on the dollars? But that, he doesn't need to use the dollars because he already knows the information on Ruri. So I didn't... The dollar and the dollar correlation is making less sense now, because Adabayashi, it's confirmed in this episode, he's getting his information from Yodo Giri, who would have the most information on her. It also explains why he wants her back so badly, because he wasn't using her for the idol shit. That's just kind of a bonus and in some ways a cover. The whole obsession with Ruri became because of her abilities, which at this point we only know to be just the fact that she can heal people. She can regenerate ridiculously quick, but they don't really go into detail about like if there's anything else she can do. Also, we know that she kills people, although I'm pretty sure now it makes more sense going forward that was she just killing people randomly, or was she killing people who were a part of the Yodo Giri, who were connected to the Yodo Giri Foundation, because that was the group who fucked her over in so many ways. She was tipped off that her father was already killed, and so at that point she had no fucks to give anymore and decided to start killing. And whether that was to kill because of the monster complex she has, or whether it was because she was getting revenge for her father, I'm not sure personally, so I don't know. I know that she does care about the cat and Yuhei, which made sense. I mean, it's kind of obvious they're kind of being shipped together without even actually being shipped together. I mean, the anime is shipping them together. And then Adabayashi's crazy fucking ass, who apparently she murdered his father, which would make sense because it's his. We learned through the flashback that it's the Adabayashi's group that Yodo Giri was involving with, which is probably how this dude even met her in the first place. He's obsessed with her, but I can't tell if it's that type of obsession where it's like he loves her, or if he's just obsessed with her as a thing. I think it's kind of both, because he beats up Shinra at the end of this episode, which means one or two things, but it primarily means one thing. We were going to see a pissed off Celti, which I don't think we've seen a pissed off Celti in a while. So this should be really fucking entertaining, because Celti isn't going to take that shit. There are a few people you should never fuck with. Shinra is one of them. So Celti will put in their hand, and bruh, if she goes in, that's gonna be fucking great. And then we had the scenes with Anri reacting to Ruri being there. Like, Saka can pick up on Ruri's not being human shit. It's just that you can't tell how inhuman she is, and like what does that entail, because that's the one thing about this entire episode. I was still sitting there going, what are her actual abilities? The only thing it's shown is that she can regenerate. That's it. And that Yodo Giri was blackmailing her by holding her father ransom, only to really be lying about it because he had already killed her. I mean, he had already killed him. Most of the episode is that. We get a little bit of Masaomi Kita stuff, which I thought, I do, now it makes a little bit more sense, although it's kind of obvious he's beating around the bush here. But Kita's whole thing now is that he's going back to make up for everything he fucked up on regarding an Ikebukuro. And at the end of the episode, the first thing we see is him apologizing to Shizuo about something from Season 1 I had almost completely forgotten. It made sense now, I just kind of forgot, because I don't think anyone viewed that as a big deal, except for Kita apparently. By the way, banter with fucking Verona is just hilarious. It's like, what kind of martial arts did you learn? The flick. And he's like, oh, I guess you don't know about the slap either. The slap. I was like, oh my god. It's kind of funny. It's obvious she's gonna be running with that whole. She knows a lot of like technical, useless material, but doesn't know like everyday terms and shit. So it's like we're gonna go have a lot of back and forth with that, and that to me that's a funny ass prospect. Going from that though, most of the episode was just them trying to figure out about the stalker, and I did like the Saki joke though, where it's like we need for more information, and so you fucking text them about the fucking. You text them about the fucking. You go text Saki. It's like we were hearing about the stalker and the dollar, so we figured it was you. And she's like, how dare you? Why would you think it was me? I'm like, well, you did stalk Seiji. Like, well, yes, I am a stalker of Seiji. That is true. And it's just like, I was like, why are y'all so mean to this girl? I mean, the bitch is crazy. The bitch is crazy. But fuck it. I thought the whole Saki thing was funny. I can't really tell from the episode who's taking care of the cat, because I don't think it's Shizuo in them. I don't think it's Salty in them. My guess is that Omri's taking care of the cat, maybe, because the cat isn't with. That doesn't seem right either. Who's taking care of the cat? And for some reason, this Dadabahashi was like, you were in the same vicinity as Ruri, you must die. And for some reason, he decided to attack Shinra, all the characters. It's like, they focus in that he focuses on the cat, but I don't know what that means unless he just wants to kill the cat, which really I don't get. Like he has that kind of psychotype of look where I love you through murdering shit. Like, and you're just sitting there like, well, that doesn't make any fucking sense. All right. Other than that, and then we get like the scene with Kodaka and Mikado, where you can kind of see the change in Mikado's ideology. Because technically, if we had to think about his philosophy with the dollars, even though he had original plans for the dollars, what he set the dollars up was his freedom. Meaning, the dollars technically should be allowed to do whatever they want to. The fact that he's actively trying to change the dollars almost directly contradicts the point of the dollars. The dollars has the freedom to do whatever the fuck it wants, good or bad. Mikado just wants them to do good, which is a flawed mindset in general, because you created a group with the concept of freedom, and now you don't like the way the freedom has taken it, so you're like, I need to change the freedom. It's like Mikado didn't understand that when you made a fucking group that's premise was to do whatever you wanted, that's exactly what that group was going to end up being used for. So obviously you have good factions of the dollars and bad factions. I'm curious to, so it's kind of obvious that Mikado's logic is already flawed. But kind of like Ruri in a sense, he has good intentions behind his actions. It's just that there's also probably a dark side to it. Just like how Ruri was obsessed with monsters, and even though she may have been killing people to an extent for revenge against that organization, part of her just enjoys it because that's just the kind of freedom she wanted. Mikado is the kind of the same thing. It's like your goal is, it's to liberate and free the dollars from what you think is bad, but at the same time you're also getting your rocks off of just being different. The one thing that Mikado hated more than anything about himself was the fact that he wasn't abnormal. Even though it's his abnormality comes from the dollars and his obsession with being not normal anyway. Like, to me, I think of a lot of correlations between Ruri and Mikado in this situation, because Mikado's that kind of character. Like, I don't think Mikado was inherently evil, just like I don't think Rugi is inherently evil, but they both get their rocks off in different ways. And some people would say that they're using their good intentions are just like disguises that allow them, or facades that allow them to do what they really want to do, which is be free. That's kind of the whole mindset behind Durarara in my mind, is freedom. Is that everyone has a choice and everyone can make the choices they want to. And you're just watching what happens when a whole bunch of people become free in a goddamn city. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. It's probably like 5 o'clock in the morning. I woke up, fell asleep and woke up in the middle of the night. It's fucking weird. Anyways, this has been the Insane Game Freak. Life's a game, play to win, and I'll catch you guys later.
Peace. Oh.